5月2号，快步车队发布了2022年环意大赛的参赛阵容，即将年满37岁的曼岛飞弹卡文迪什名列其中，并且将担任车队的主将。这也是卡文迪什时隔8年重返环意赛场。此前，卡文迪什在2008、09、11、12、13年共5次参加环意大赛，每一次均取得至少2个赛段冠军，总胜场达到15场，在环意赛段冠军历史榜单排名第17位，现役车手排名第1。此外，卡文迪什还曾经在2009年环意短暂穿上总成绩粉衫，这是他首次在大环赛穿上总成绩领旗衫。而在2013年环意，卡文迪什狂揽5个赛段冠军之后，赢得了冲刺王红衫，实现了个人3大环赛冲刺王领旗衫的全满贯。下面我们回顾的是卡文迪什在2008年环意赢下的2个赛段冠军。这2场比赛刚好发生在他23岁生日的前后10天，这也是卡文迪什职业生涯最早的2场大环赛胜利。
800 metres to go.
Well, Bernardi is the man to beat. We saw that yesterday. Had a good pair of legs. Now Zabel is going to be cast into the wind here. Oh, there's another crash. And touch of wheels on a massive pile up behind. Now then, the riders in the breakaway all looked around. They know it's happened. They keep the pressure on. There's a split in the field now. Zabel hasn't panicked. He's held third wheel. That's the devastation down the road here. And Mark Cavendish is over on the left and getting a perfect lead out here. And I think it's Greipel guiding him through to the front, and he's blocked off, and Cavendish has slipped onto the back wheel of Daniele Bernardi. That is a very shrewd move.
Still, you can see Milram on the front, sitting at the back there. Paolo Bettini, now he's going to make the jump if he can, but in the middle, Bernardi's lining himself up for this one.
In fact, it's Tony Martin who's been looking after Cavendish there, seeing him from the front. He drops away from it now, and there's the familiar sprint of Cav, and this time a clean run at line. That is a first ever stage win for Mark Cavendish in the Giro d'Italia. A tremendous result, and even the riders, including Bernardi, congratulating him.
Not even a flinch from Bernardi there, locked onto the wheel of Eric Zabel, and at this point you can't even see Cavendish, then bang! Out he comes from the pack. This man really is like a Manx cat, isn't he? He can explode like nobody I've seen sprinting over the last few years. I think we're going to see a lot more from Mark Cavendish this year.
And see, he just tucked in behind Robin McEwen, but he didn't have the legs to come out of the slipstream of that sprint. The man from the Isle of Man, and what a season he is having.
Yes, it seems an awful long time ago that he was disqualified from a stage victory in the Tour of California when he got back into the main field in dubious circumstances as far as the judges were concerned. And they're accelerating through the middle, looking over the shoulder. Do I go now? And there will be a little bit of communication in the ultimo kilometro, the last kilometre. Yes, turn up the gas now because I'm in the right position.
Well, Team High Road should be pretty pleased by that move early coming from Milram, because it's give a couple of riders a relief at the front. Adam Hansen always looking over his shoulder here to see where Cavendish is. We're in about 600 metres here as they lock. Now this will be a crucial corner, and Bernardi's gone through it, probably best of the sprinters there.
Well, there's a lot of riders gone off the back of that group. Bernardi's up into 4th position. He's decided to follow Eric Zabel there. Zabel's got a well-organised train in front of him. His men are doing their job to perfection. I think about 5th or 6th place. I just spotted Mark Cavendish, and he seems to have lost his train this afternoon, but it doesn't matter because it's the Milram train that's going to set this one up.
Well, this has been made for Eric Zabel. Is it going to be the one? He's second wheel now. Bernardi's moving to the right, and he's got Zabel up on the barriers. That's not a very clever move by Zabel, but the space has opened up here as they start the run for the line now. Bernardi is still going to make a run for this in the pink now, and that's Cavendish, and when he looks over his shoulder, that's Cavendish's traditional finish. He just stole the stage, and that's the first time we've really seen the pure speed of Mark Cavendish in the Giro, and when he hits it right, boy, he's quick.
Look how far down Cavendish was, and there he's got his teammate Greipel up alongside him. Greipel makes the sacrifice here of bringing his teammate right up to the wheel of Daniele Bernardi. Once he gets him there, Greipel can't do anything else. He swings off and then leaves the responsibility to Cavendish. Cavendish locks himself onto the wheel of Bernardi. Bernardi at this point, Phil, could have actually closed the door on Cavendish. Cavendish pulls in his elbows a little bit, goes through the gap and opens up the turbo and whistles down towards the finish line. Bernardi gets himself 2nd place, but you're right, look at that cheeky look to the left, cheeky look to the right, and thank you very much, that's another one for me.
Well, Great Britain's never had such a great Giro d'Italia, with Mark Cavendish now delivering 2 stage wins, and that was really the time it all came good. I think Milram were fortunate. They really actually helped the run of Team High Road there by leading out Eric Zabel a little bit early, and Mark profited by that. Face there on Daniele Bernardi. At least he'll keep his lead in that Ciclamino jersey.
Well, how happy is the Manxman getting himself that victory? And I wonder if he'll try and ride through to the finish. The team are actually saying...
Steady, Mark, steady, not water.
Yeah. The team, Phil, are actually saying that he's going to try and ride through the mountains to see if at some time in the future he can think about trying to win the points classification. Yeah.